Did you know that every second, Google processes over 99,000 searches? While you read this sentence, more than 1 million queries flooded Google's servers. Imagine turning a college project into a company worth over $1.5 trillion. Sounds impossible, right? Well, that's exactly what Larry Page and Sergey Brin did with Google. In just 2 decades, they went from broke grad students to tech billionaires, revolutionizing how we access information and changing the internet forever. But how did they do it? What challenges did they face? And what can we learn from their incredible journey? Stick around, because we're about to dive into the fascinating story of Google, a tale of innovation, perseverance, and a little bit of luck that reshaped our digital world. Our story begins in the mid-1990s at Stanford University. The internet was still in its infancy, and search engines were primitive at best. Enter Larry Page, a computer science grad student with a wild idea. What if you could rank web pages the same way academic papers are ranked, by how often they're cited by others? Page teamed up with fellow grad student Sergey Brin to work on this concept. Little did they know, their project would soon evolve into something much bigger than they ever imagined. In 1996, Page and Brin began building a search engine they called Backrub. Yes, you heard that right. Google was almost called Backrub. The name came from the engine's unique ability to analyze the backlinks pointing to a website. Backrub quickly gained popularity among Stanford students and faculty. It was faster and more accurate than other search engines of the time. But there was a problem. It was consuming a huge amount of Stanford's bandwidth. The university politely asked Page and Brin to find a new home for their project. This could have been the end of the road for Backrub. But Page and Brin saw potential. They decided to turn their project into a company. In 1998, they renamed it Google, a play on the mathematical term Google, which is a 1 followed by 100 zeros. The name reflected their mission to organize the vast amount of information on the web. With a $100,000 check from Sun Microsystems co-founder Andy Bechtolsheim, Google was officially born. Page and Brin set up their first office in wait for it, a garage in Menlo Park, California. Talk about a classic Silicon Valley start. From this humble beginning, Google began its meteoric rise, the key to their success. A combination of superior technology, user-focused design, and innovative business strategies. At its core, Google's success came from its revolutionary PageRank algorithm. This technology provided more relevant search results than competitors, quickly making Google the go-to search engine for internet users. But it wasn't just about the technology. Page and Brin made a crucial decision early on: keep the interface clean and simple. Unlike other search engines of the time that were cluttered with ads and links, Google's homepage was strikingly minimalist. Just a search box and a logo. This user-friendly design was a hit with users tired of cluttered, slow-loading pages. As Google grew, Page and Brin realized that their most valuable asset was their people. They created a unique work culture with perks like free food, on-site laundry, and the famous 20% time policy, allowing employees to spend 1 day a week on personal projects. This focus on talent attraction and retention would prove crucial in the years to come. But perhaps Google's most revolutionary innovation came in the form of its advertising model. In 2000, Google launched AdWords, a system that would change online advertising forever. AdWords allowed businesses to display brief advertising copy to web users based on keywords they entered, with the ads being ranked based on relevance and the amount advertisers were willing to pay. This model proved incredibly effective and lucrative, forming the backbone of Google's revenue for years to come. As Google's influence grew, so did its ambitions. The company began expanding into new areas, launching products like Gmail in 2004, Google Maps in 2005, and the Chrome browser in 2008. They also made strategic acquisitions, including the purchase of YouTube in 2006 and the Android mobile operating system in 2005. Throughout this period of rapid growth and expansion, Google maintained a relentless focus on data-driven decision-making. Every change, every new feature was tested and measured, ensuring that the company's products were constantly improving based on real user feedback. But Google's rise wasn't all smooth sailing. As the company grew, it faced a host of new challenges. The rapid increase in users put enormous strain on Google's infrastructure. The company had to innovate quickly to keep up with demand, developing custom server farms and even laying their own fiber optic cables to ensure fast, reliable service. Competition was another major challenge. Established players like Yahoo and Microsoft weren't about to give up their market share without a fight. And new competitors like Facebook were emerging, threatening to change the landscape of the internet once again. As Google collected more and more user data to improve its services, it faced increasing scrutiny over privacy issues. The company had to walk a fine line between using data to improve its products and respecting user privacy. Google's dominance in search and digital advertising also attracted the attention of regulators. The company faced antitrust investigations in both the US and Europe, forcing it to navigate complex legal and regulatory challenges. As Google grew larger, it also faced the challenge of maintaining its innovative edge. How could it avoid becoming a slow, bureaucratic behemoth like so many large companies before it? The shift from desktop to mobile computing presented both a challenge and an opportunity. Google had to adapt quickly to this new paradigm or risk being left behind. In true Google fashion, the company tackled these challenges head-on with a combination of technological innovation and strategic thinking. To handle its massive data needs, Google became a pioneer in data center technology. They developed innovative cooling systems, custom-built servers, and even experimented with underwater data centers. This focus on infrastructure allowed Google to maintain its speed and reliability even as it served billions of searches per day. To stay ahead of competitors, Google kept innovating relentlessly. They continuously improved their search algorithm, expanded into new areas like mobile and cloud computing, and weren't afraid to cannibalize their own products if it meant staying ahead of the curve. Addressing privacy concerns required a mix of technological solutions and policy changes. Google increased transparency about its data collection practices and provided users with more controls over their data. They also invested heavily in security measures to protect user information. To navigate the complex world of global regulations, Google built strong legal and policy teams. They learned to work with regulators while still advocating for policies that would allow for continued innovation. Google's response to the mobile revolution was perhaps its most impressive feat. Recognizing the importance of mobile early on, Google acquired Android in 2005. This prescient move positioned Google to become a dominant player in the smartphone era, with Android now powering billions of devices worldwide. Throughout all these challenges, Google maintained a willingness to learn from failures. When projects didn't work out, like the social network Google+, the company wasn't afraid to shut them down and reallocate resources to more promising areas. Today, Google's parent company Alphabet is valued at over $1.5 trillion, making it one of the most valuable companies in the world. But Google's impact goes far beyond its financial success. It has fundamentally changed how we access and interact with information. Google search has become synonymous with finding information online. Gmail revolutionized email. Google Maps changed how we navigate. Android powers billions of smartphones worldwide. YouTube, acquired by Google, has become the world's largest video platform. Google's innovations have also driven the broader tech industry forward. Their focus on data centers and cloud computing helped pave the way for the cloud revolution. Their work on artificial intelligence and machine learning has pushed the boundaries of what's possible in these fields. Moreover, Google's success has inspired countless entrepreneurs and shaped the culture of Silicon Valley. Their original motto, "Don't be evil," later changed to "Do the right thing," set a new standard for corporate ethics in the tech world. So the next time you Google something, remember, you're not just using a search engine. You're participating in a technological revolution that began with two grad students who dared to think differently about how we find information. And who knows, maybe the next Google is being dreamed up right now, in a dorm room or a garage somewhere. by visionaries who see a future that the rest of us can't yet imagine. In the world of technology, the only limit is our imagination. Thanks for joining me on this journey through the Google story. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And remember, the next time you're about to give up on your crazy idea, think of Larry and Sergey. Sometimes, those crazy ideas just might change the world.